This is Melissa Thomas with Florida National News. We are here at Jacksonville's EverBank Field, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be doing a joint training with them today. This is day 2 of their training in preparation for Thursday's game. So stay tuned here for highlights as well as comments from both head coaches as well as some of the players.
As far as the offense goes, I mean, like I said, it's different practice because I'm only on one field, but the offense had a little more urgency.
Dirk, seemed like James and Mike were connecting really well, especially in the red zone there. Happy to see that early in camp like that?
Sure. I mean, you know, they're working on stuff. Jacksonville's working on stuff. We're working on stuff. The way the script worked out today, you know, the coverage dictated that Mike got a lot of balls, and you know, Mike and James should hook up in the red zone.
Coach, looked like things got a little chippy out there. That's an understatement. From your vantage point, can you tell us what happened?
What's the question?
I said, from your vantage point, can you tell us what happened?
No drills that I was in. We didn't have any issues in the drills I was in.
Are players going to be disciplined for it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I can't talk about stuff I didn't see.
There were 2 fights that broke out.
Who won? Who won?
Depends on who you ask.
I don't know. I didn't see him.
Dirk, is that just the nature of joint practice back-to-back? Things are going to get a little more heated day number 2?
There was talk going on both sides. That's part of it. That's part of doing it. I thought the coaching staffs on both sides were on the field I was on. The coaches handled it fine, and you keep playing. I mean, both teams knew if it was out of hand, they were going to get kicked out. And like I said, I wasn't on those fields, so I can't really say more than that.
Dirk, you told us you guys would be in shells today. Did you know the Jags would be in full pads for this game?
I didn't even notice that, Greg.
Not much difference for you then?
Like I said, I didn't even notice that. We were in shells. I didn't notice that.
Dirk, your plans for Thursday night's game similar to the first one, or do they change a little bit for the first one?
No, they'll change. Yeah, we'll play more. The ones will play closer to the full half. Yeah, we went a little bit longer with the offense last game, and defense didn't play much, but we'll take those guys like James to, if we had the ball, get into a 2-minute situation at the end of the second quarter if we could.
What do you want to see improve their red zone work again?
Well, just overall execution. You know, you're working against different teams. Just especially when you practice. I think what happens in these practices a lot, you work on stuff for 2 days, and then both sides show a bunch of different stuff in the game. So how we adjust, how we adjust to things that we need to see. You know, that's the beauty of preseason. There's no real scouting report. You know, you're working off of one game.
Dirk, you're with the corners down, with Frank sideline with you down. What have you seen from the 2 rookie cornerbacks, like Moxie and also Fleming so far?
Yeah, both those guys really compete. I'm proud of how those guys work out there, and so far Moxie's made a couple plays. He had an interception yesterday, made a nice play on special teams in the game last week, and Fleming, he's tough. He'll stand his ground, and he'll definitely compete.
What's the next step for Noah Spence in his development as a defensive player?
Well, he's still learning. Again, he's just in his second year. He's a part-time player last year, so. I think Noah's just continuing to learn and develop. He's worked on his body. Noah's a motor player. That's his strength, is his motor more than anything else. They can talk about quickness, size, speed, toughness, but the guy gets by on having a great motor. And I think his game is going to show up as a game wears on more so than in just a 3 or 4 play set.
We have just wrapped up day 2 of the joint training between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very electrical training day today. They had 3 fights as well as a little bit of verbal back and forth between Mike Evans on the Buccaneers side and Jackson on the Jaguars side. They're amped up. They're ready for Thursday. In some instances, more amped up than expected. But according to head coach Dirk Koetter, both coaching staffs on both sides took care of all of the different confrontations, and the training continued as scheduled. Stay tuned here for more from FloridaNationalNews.com. Stay tuned here as well for our coverage of Thursday's match right here at EverBank Field in Jacksonville. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook page. And be sure to check us out at FloridaNationalNews.com.